that alpha thing of nobody is better than anyone. Nobody thinks who's gonna win. Anybody can win.
I don't think she never said that.
No, she didn't say that, but she does give alpha vibes.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl bbnaija Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, thank you so much for all the love yesterday. Your girl is a bit better now. Yes guys, and you know me, there's no way I'll miss a chance to gist. So we're going to be covering everything we missed yesterday in this video. I mean, let's start from the famous fight. I mean, we've all been waiting for somebody to set Shegz straight, right? Phyna did the Lord's work with Shegz. Okay, even though, to be very honest, if we start from the genesis of the whole thing, what generated all these things, Phyna was actually wrong. You know, she was in her feelings again. You know how Phyna is. Remember the time when they were still upstairs in the Trenches house, where she walked out, you know, and said she was angry that anything that, you know, they'll give her, she would just do. Yeah, she exhibited that behavior again. And I remember that last time that Brian called her out on it. But I think her level 2 housemates have come to terms with it. But I mean, this is a new environment. You just have to know how to like coexist with people. And I think that's where Phyna was wrong, walking out on them. But I mean, the other people, Groovy and the rest came, you know, called her back, and she came back, and Shegz kept talking. You know, it was at that point that, okay, I knew that, okay, Shegz, you mess up. Even if you had an issue with Phyna, the fact that her guy is your guy, that makes sense, right? Should have made you to kind of like comport yourself or even react in a more matured way. But Shegz did not listen. Then he uttered that phrase that got everyone pissed when he said, if he and Phyna stand side by side on eviction day, that Phyna will go home. Rachel lost it. Phyna lost it. Phyna just called him, you a stupid boy. You a stupid boy. You are this. In fact, Phyna washed Shegz with insults. Have you ever seen when they use insult to clothe somebody? That was what Phyna did to Shegz. At some point, Shegz was quiet. Do you know even the funniest thing here? The funniest thing here is, for me, that Bella did not even say anything when all these things were going on, right? Now, when Phyna has already gone in, that was when she was like, who is Phyna? Like, if she says she's angry, what will now happen? So we should now run. I'm like, babe, she was here some few minutes ago. Why didn't you say that? You would have said that to her presence. Then, hey, I would have known that you too, you're dogu wine. anyways, Groovy now, man. Like, see, I respect Groovy more, because even if, like, we know he might not like Phyna like that. Even if their relationship started on a forbidden note, if I'm to say that, but he has been that stand-up guy for Phyna. He stood up for her, and I applaud him. Now, this fight between Phyna and Shegz went on throughout the day until the close-up tags. Yes, guys, and that was the most fun tags I've seen this season. You know, close-up always, you know, brings the hit and everything like that. So they were to pick their partners. The ladies were to pick their partners anonymously because they didn't know who they were to pick. They just had to pick, you know, from the characteristics of the person that was pasted on the board. At the end of the day, as fate would have it, Phyna picked Shegz. I'm like, lo baton, wow. That was how during the tax now, they were just like two couples that are about to like get a divorce. Even their photo shoot was like, God forbid. I'm like, what is this? What actually pissed me off was the fact that Shegz was not even putting an effort when they were supposed to compose a song, you know, for their close-up tags. Yes, guys, and Shegz was not putting any effort at all. And for me, that was so ungentlemanly, if there's a word like that. And Phyna busted out crying. She was really, really crying. And this boy was sitting there, and he was like, nah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut up. A woman is crying by your side. As a gentleman that you claim you are, you should at least see her tears, I'll do something. But no, empathy has left that boy's life. The only person he has empathy for is Bella. And for me, I feel like a man that only says he cares about or has empathy towards the woman he's dating and not other people, something is wrong, seriously. And then of course Phyna was angry, but the show did perform well. Phyna really tried. I mean, they did well. So after that task, people of God, Groovy was by his woman's side, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to talk to Shegz about it, because if not, that is my guy. I for Clara, I'm right there and then. And he actually did talk to Shegz later that night. Of course, Phyna was not present there, Bella was not present there, and they cleared it. And I cannot understand where Shegz is coming from. I'm not even going to lie. But the problem with Shegz is his ego. Like, you did wrong. We know Phyna also did wrong. But we also know what you said wasn't right. You know that it's not right. So why are you not, keen on apologizing? But I love the fact that Groovy defended Phyna and told Shegz to his face, guy, I mean, you're my guy. That's why I'm talking about this calmly. Next time, like, you're not supposed to do this. That's my woman right there. I'm like, okay, I'm loving this. Like, how did Groovy and Phyna grow on me this much? I mean, how did it become that this relationship that was cringy to watch becomes the relationship that some of us are rooting for? Like, seriously, how is it that I'm now looking at Deji and Chichi the way I used to look at Phyna and Groovy? Does it make sense? Like, yesterday was a disaster. So, like, at this point, then you should just shout SOS, save my soul, let me save her soul, so that I come and save him, because the guy was really not having it. Chichi, when she was doing her toasting tags, when they were asked to woo the guys or pick up lines, at the end of the day, she now went to go and kiss the guy. The guy don't want to kiss her. Now Chichi was like, why is it that you always try to kiss me? I'm like, girl, can't you see the writing on the wall? Even when they were doing their photo shoot, Chichi was doing as if it's pre-wedding photo shoot. Even when they were doing their presentation for the singing task, what's his name? Deji was so not comfortable. Even after the time, Deji was like, he's tired. He don't want this kind of thing again. He's tired. I'm like, Deji, you must stay in this relationship because the abuse follow woman bomb of the go. You have to stay in this relationship whether you like it or not. Yes, guys, but Brian finished work. Like, when I know Brian can sing. I follow his YouTube channel. I know he knows how to sing. Like, have you listened to Brian's song Analeo? Like, that's like one of my favorite. Like, when Brian is singing, you don't know if it's Burna Boy or Brian, and he composed that close-up song there and then. That's a hit track right there. If Brian comes out of that house and makes a song, I will gladly buy, because this is one housemate I've seen in the history of Big Brother that is an upcoming artist that is really good. Even Don Jazzy commented, like, Brian is blown. Leave it. My big baby Brie is blown. I told you. Level 2, creativity. Now we are set. Yes, so. Okay, guys, away from that, I mean, Phyna was not the only person that cried yesterday. Bella too cried because of the stress. Yes, guys. I mean, why would she be stressed? When Mr. Ikoyi has, secluded her and isolated her from every other person that is her friend. I mean, Shegz even came to Chomzy. I was like, oh, I know you are her girl. Maybe you go talk to her. I'm her guy, but there's so much I can do. I'm like, oh, when you people were like, every girl wants us, every person is against us, we against the world. You do not know that this would happen. Well, Chomzy actually did have a conversation with Bella. I think maybe they are good now. Yes, guys, even though Kayode did not show us, that conversation that was happening. Diana also cried yesterday. Diana is my queen of diary room. She did it again yesterday. Like, the way she was like, big brother, I am not eating this morning. And then she was like, big brother, bye-bye. I'm like, okay. Like, if Diana is up and so for it, I would love to vote for her, because she's actually giving me that diary room vibes. Yes. And she was really upset yesterday. She cried, because she's into skincare and her skincare line was not used for their wager tax. But at the end of the day, they divided it and she was happy. I think Diana should learn to speak up more for herself and all that. Yes, guys. Now, away from that, people of God, let's talk about Dotun and Daniela. See, I might not be a prophet, but I can see from body language that Daniela is kind of like falling for Dotun. Even Dotun confirmed it. But the whole thing is, out of respect for Khalid, she does not want to pursue that feeling, which is good if she can hold herself. Like, every time I see Daniela with any guy, the way she's behaving, I just remember the words of Brian, where Brian told her, I think that was the first week, like, any guy that shows her attention, she would just fall. I just hope she would just respect Khalid enough not to do anything, or to be polyandrous in nature, if that makes sense. Because they will drag her. I mean, this audience, the African audience, the Nigerian audience, they are not merciful to women. A guy can do it. Look at Groovy. You know, people are defending him, and a woman does the same thing. She's in the big soup. So I just hope she keeps up this defense. Yes, guys. If not, let her just go home instead of staying there to, bring more drugs to herself. That's what I think. Anyways, away from that, Doyin is cozying up with Cheesy. Yes. And Cheesy is a madman. We all know that one, but we love him. I mean, Cheesy is one fake housemate I would have loved to be a real housemate, because he's giving me so much content. And Doyin is kind of like relating with him. I don't know where this is going to lead, but I actually love their friendship, because Doyin is kind of like feeling lonely. I mean, her friend Allison, has, ever since they merged, has not really been giving her that attention and all that. So, I mean, if Doyin is leaning towards Cheesy, I am good with that. Yes, guys. Now, away from all that, Rachel and Diana had a talk. Yes, guys. They finally settled their differences. But one question remains on my mind. Do you think that Gidify actually likes Amaka? Because yesterday I was reading so much between the lines from what he was saying. Yes, he was drunk, but not drunk, but tipsy. But when some people are tipsy, they start spilling things they are not supposed to say, things that have been buried deep in their heart. Where he said, what happens, or what will you call a person that enters into a relationship so that he can be eating food? And the way his body language, I don't think this guy actually does like Amaka. And looking at his diary session, what he said, it's obvious he actually likes Diana. But Diana is not giving him the light of day to try any nonsense with her, because, I mean, the babe set, right? And she don't pass that kind of nonsense. And I think Gidify should just, I don't know, no matter what talk he wants to have with her, I just feel like he's disrespected her enough. And I feel at the end of the day, if Gidify and Diana reconciles, Amaka go chop big breakfast. Yes, guys, she go chop big breakfast at this point. So away from that, guys, I mean, it was a lovely day in the Big Brother Naija house. So much drama, tears, happiness. Elo Swag, yes, guys, Elo Swag and Doyin won the picture challenge. His team also with Phyna and Shegz also won the I think the quiz challenge of the close-up. Chomsy and Brian, of course, won the singing challenge. Yes, guys, I mean, it was fun. I mean, a whole lot of emotions yesterday. But before I go, I have a question. In fact, two questions for you guys. Do you think, or what do you think about Doyin bad-mouthing Hermes to Allison just so she can get her friendship back? For me, it's a new low, because I don't think she has any reason to do so. Even if she wants Allison's friendship back, which Allison is kind of like moving to Daniela more than moving to Doyin, even if she wants her friendship back, I just feel like she should not be bad-mouthing Hermes for respect, or out of respect of the fact that Allison is now with Hermes. What do you guys think about that? And also, what do you think about Shegz? What he said about Phyna, because right now he's saying that Phyna is giving the alpha female, alpha female thing. And do you think that he is in some way threatened by Phyna? Because personally, I feel like he is threatened by Phyna. And Phyna is actually an alpha female. We don't even have to think about it twice. She's that one female that even among men, her voice still stands out. And knowing that Shegz was that guy in level 1 that everybody kind of doesn't want to ruffle his feathers, coming to level 2 and getting merged together, seeing this girl that does not give him that chance to shine, so to speak, in quotes, that does not say, oh, Shegz is a no-go area. I feel he is rattled a bit. I feel he's threatened by Phyna, but that's my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. And number 3, I know I said 2 questions earlier. What do you think should be done with Modella? Do you think she's still fit to be a fake housemate? Because I think she's totally lost focus on why she's there. During her diary session, she said she does not want to be a fake housemate anymore. She wants to be a real housemate. She talked about Phyna bragging about, her back-to-back nominations and still saved. When we all know that Phyna during that Monday night was actually playing and mimicking Ebuka and was telling them, oh, this is how it feels. She and Amaka was even doing the same thing. What do you think it's Modela's problem, because I've noticed that Modela is being somehow towards some of her fellow level 2 housemates, especially Amaka and Phyna lately. I've noticed that. And what do you guys think about it? Do you think she should still remain in the house, or do you think, she has lost focus on why she's there? Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section. On that note, I say thank you guys so very much for being part of my channel. Thank you so very much for all the love and for all of you that checked up on me. I appreciate it so very much. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, you know what to do. Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Till I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead. Bye, guys.